Who woke up this morning and thought they could? Okay, you know what happens is if you don't think you can, guess what? You can't. Okay, so every morning when you get up, you have to say what's possible. And I call that mindset. Okay, I want you to have the right mindset. You know, do you know the hand wringers? Oh my gosh, things are terrible. I don't know if we can continue to make it. You know them? Anybody know anybody like that? They're like exuding negative chi all over everybody. You know, oh my God, the sky's falling in. What? Are we on the same planet? You know, what's that about? Okay, so you got to have the right mindset. So I always talk about mindset. It's a very, very important thing. If you don't believe you can, then you can't. Okay, so you have to believe you can. And this weekend we're all going to, also on Saturday, I hope you're not going to leave early because we're going to talk about goals. And we're going to challenge you to think a whole new way about goals. What is it I really want in life? You know, we had a customer in here. Thank you, Mark, for taking one of my clients. We had a client in here. And you know what happens is, after we talked about goals and what else was possible in life, guess what? He got out of the home inspection business, and now he's in Mark's coaching group becoming an internet marketer. I just ran into him at Mark's conference. He sent me a note and he said, Ken, your stuff's great. Guess what? I ain't going to never get in a crawl space again. Thank you. So he got Mark. He's in Mark's coaching group. Now he's in the internet marketing. I'm like, go, dude. So we're gonna challenge you to say, why am I doing what I'm doing? You know what happens is I'm 52 years old and I'm looking at all the things I do and I say, you know what? I really don't want to do that anymore. That's not really that much fun. You know, I can make money other ways. So we're going to talk about that. What is it you want to do and why? The big why. If you don't know why you're doing what you're doing, it's no fun anymore. We're going to talk about this before, and somebody said, we're going to talk about this in a minute. I have a card in my pocket. Okay, every one of you will have a card in your pocket when you leave here. This is my number one goal. This is my number one goal. Every morning, I write this goal on a card, and I stick it in my pocket. You know why? I always have my goal with me. My number one goal is always with me. So you know what happens is I stick my hand in my pocket, I pull it out, and guess what happens? There's my number one goal. Yeah, I'm reinforced every time I see that. This is what I'm trying to get. Everything I do revolves around this index card. Okay? Do you know what your number one goal is? Could you write it on this index card? When we get finished, you'll write it on this index card, and I want it in your pocket. When I'm out on the big top, I'm going to ask you to pull it out. Now, I don't care what's on it. I just want to see if you have it with you. Get in the habit of having your goals. In my office, I have my number one goal that's on this index card in 4 places in my office. So every place I turn in my office, there's that goal staring me in the face. Because you know what? I don't want to lose focus on where I'm going. Okay, so I want you to get that index card. First, let's decide what it is. Well, let's do this. Everybody got their index card? I put 2 in there because on Saturday I'm going to challenge you to rethink that. Get that out and let's take 2 seconds. Write down your number one goal, and on Saturday, let's see if it matches. Just take 2 seconds. If you got to think about it, you hadn't thought enough about it. And I'll cue this up. Take 2 seconds, just write it down. And every day after we teach the goal segment, every day I want you to get that out and rewrite that card. Just rewrite it. If your goal has changed a little, fine. But rewrite that every day. Every morning when you get up, write that goal. Write on a new index card. Put it in your pocket and have it with you. Always have your goal with you. In 2007, I played a video called The Secret. And I took a big chance because I didn't know how you guys would feel about that. The law of attraction. What you focus on is what you get more of. Okay, what are you focused on? Are you focused on worry, negative, all these types of things? Or are you focused on achieving your goals? The first step in focusing on achieving your goal is having it in your pocket. Okay, now what I know my goal is. Now I'm focused on it. Okay, I'm going to show you this and then we'll play a tape. This is a short segment. In 1957. And what's going to happen is I'm going to play the original recording right now for the next 37 minutes. And I don't want you to take notes. I just want you to listen to what he has to say. Because he told you right there, what are you planning? What are you planning in that mind? Your subconscious mind will return. What are you thinking about? This is what you need to be thinking about. And let's listen to what he has to say. I'll flip this over and we'll listen to it for 37 minutes. Don't take notes. There you go. That's where you're headed. I mean, who can't spend 30 days? Who can't figure out, focus on that goal for 30 days? Okay, and what happens is you'll become that. But you know, I said it to you in the beginning this morning. I said, who believes they can? And half of you half-heartedly said yes. But do you really believe you can? When I get up every morning, guess what? I believe I can. I don't believe it, I know it. Because you know why? I prove it. I live it every day. I believe I can. You know why? I know where I'm going. I know where I'm going. Okay, so that card is so important. Put the silly thing in your pocket. You know, pull it out. It's going to get dog-eared. I get a new one every day because it gets dog-eared. But I'm focused on where I'm going. Okay, and that's it. And you know, since this was written, they've proven it only takes 21 days to develop a habit. Okay, so you don't even have to go a whole 30. You just got a week off. You know, dang, 21 days, y'all gonna have it. But you know what happens is you'll never get there if you don't know where you're going. And you know, when I first heard the law of attraction, you get what you focus on and what you think about. I'm thinking, this is nuts. You know, this is nuts. But the more I started reading it, the more I started studying about it, I said, that's totally true. I mean, you think about somebody who has a bad day. What happened? They got up late. The coffee pot didn't work. You know, they got caught in a traffic jam. They were putting on their makeup because they got up late. And guess what? They had an auto accident. Well, guess what? They're drawing that negative chi in like crazy. Now, I will tell you, just because you have your goal in your pocket and you know where you're going, doesn't mean you don't have to work. Okay, I mean, this ain't no magic pill. You know, I hadn't taken this yet, but I don't think it's really good. The only place where income comes before work, the only place where income comes before work is in the dictionary. Okay, so you got to work and you got to be focused on what you're doing. But if you have a goal, if you know where you're going, you have a chance to achieve it. But if you don't know where you're going, you're destined to this. Oh, the sky's falling in. I say to everybody who calls on member calling day that has a problem, I said, you know what? Have you got a marketing plan? Do you have an action plan? Because you know what happens is when you take action, it replaces fear, anxiety, frustration. Because you have a definite purpose. You're moving forward on your plan. Where you want to end up. You guys hear me say this all the time. Begin with the end in mind. Okay, where is it I want to end up? Okay, when we set this workshop up 5 months ago, and guess what happened? I said, this is what I want, a full room with smart people. Okay, in 4 months we did this, in 3 months we did this, in 2 months we did this, and then we had a weekly to do. And guess what? Here we are. Okay, so where is it you want to end up? It needs to be on this note card, wherever it is. Okay, so take 2 minutes, get what you want on that note card, and then we're gonna take a break. Okay, so take 2 minutes. If you hadn't got it on there now, go ahead and put it on there. And Saturday, we're going to challenge you to think about what goals and your purpose in life in a whole different way. Okay, but I want you focused on where you want to be this whole weekend. Okay, because the strategies we're going to teach you are going to help you get there. But if you don't know where you're going, it ain't going to be that productive this weekend. Okay, so I want you to know where you're going. Okay.